So the preparation begins. I had a show jump clinic with Charlotte Armstrong and we got drenched, like so wet. So my poor tag took about 3 days to dry out. Poor tag. It has come home for a much needed clean. I look a mess. I can only apologise. So I'm going to clean my jump saddle and give my bridle a once over. I'm riding him dressage tomorrow. And then I'll clean my bridle again because obviously that got just as wet in the downpour. It was horrific. Anyway. And then we are staying over because it's really far away. So we've got like our camping stuff all ready to go. I'm just washing numbness in my PJs. Awkward. And this little pupper has not been very well, has he? So we're going to have to be a bit careful with him over the weekend. But he hasn't eaten all his dinner, so she is on high alert, hoping that she's going to get something. Hey, Albert, where's the dinner? Where's the dinner? Is he on the side? Where's the dinner? He's like, give it to me. It is a beautiful morning this morning. Especially after all of the rain we have had. We are heading off to regionals this weekend, which is our first regional qualification, which is super exciting. And because obviously I work full time and I'm don't have a huge amount of time either end of the day. I've taken half of my tack home to clean it yesterday, and then I'm going to take the other half home today. It is Thursday, by the way. Obviously, you probably need to know that. And trying to get all of that ready. Thankfully, we've got pretty much most of the stuff ready, like camping stuff as it were, from Hicksted. So that was a good pre-run for this. We're trying to get a futon mattress. Hopefully my other half is bringing his futon mattress because we had air beds, and one of us rolled over, the other one popped off the side, and when the other one rolled over, the other one popped off the side. So it wasn't the most comfortable of nights to sleep. Yeah, and then we're going to disinfect. I'm going to try and disinfect the lorry this evening. I feel like I've got so much to do that I actually don't know what I've got to do. Hey, Max! Can you see them? Oh, where are they? Hey, Polo! Mickles, where's Louie Bear? That's not ideal. Where's your brother? And Harry, who we had last week. But maybe Louie's lying down. I can't lose a horse 2 days before regionals. That'd be awkward, wouldn't it? We shouldn't even joke about that because he did nearly die 3 days after Wellington, so We don't need a theme of August, Blue Bear. Where are you? Oh my god. I don't think I've actually had a panic attack so much in my life. So obviously 1, 2, Louis is always stood at the gate. I started walking. I was like, oh my god. Blue Bear! What are you doing? You're trying to give me a heart attack. Hello? What are you doing? God, talk about heart attack central. Hi. Hi. You, Jesus Christ, Louis Bear. It is another beautiful morning. I've got work till lunchtime and then we're going to leave after lunch. So I'm going to try and get as much ready as I can now. Pack as much of the lorry as I can. And then we've got an exciting couple of days. But yeah. When I first turned on the camera this morning, my hair looked alright, but now obviously the stress of packing the lorry has decided that it's not okay anymore. So lorry is pretty much packed, just need to organise a few more things, and my other half is bringing a futon mattress. So we're gonna try that this time instead of the air bed, because that wasn't quite as successful last time. So yeah, we're gonna give that a go, and then I think I've done pretty well this morning. So gonna go home and do my bit of work, and then come back up. Obviously. Come back up in a bit. Work is done later than I'd hoped, which is a bit annoying, but at least I packed pretty much all of the lorry this morning. Oh, should we open the gate for that? I think that might be Mum. Oh, look at that, it is. We'll open the gate for her. I'm glad I packed the lorry this morning, which was good. Therefore, I think all we've got to do is like pack foodstuffs, dogs, and Andy's going to put the futon mattress in, which will be so good. Oh my god. And then it's going to take us about 3 and a bit hours, just because I think there's a crash on the M4, which is not ideal, but never mind, it is one of those. And then oh, how you doing? How's my boys? Oh, he's a grumpy face. Grumpy face. Grumpy face. Good boy, aren't you? Hi. Oh, sorry, you'll be in. Hi, Wiggles. Hi. Bit fuller in here than it was. Then we've got rugs and bandages, numbness, chairs, saddle horse. We've gone wood pellets, hay net, hay net, hay net, water, comfy bed, tin, some. We've got maintenance crew. What's up, darling? Do you think it'll be alright?
You have 2 sons, you know.
But then you would have never come into the horsey life.
It's your fault.
We're doing really well. We have not even made a third of the way yet, and it's taking us twice the amount of time. Birdlip Hill was fully closed, so we had to take a 40-minute diversion. down some questionable lanes, that's for sure. We then got onto the A417 finally, and I realised we'd forgot Louis' food. So we've just pulled over at Mole Valley, thank God there was one on the way. And then Mum got stung by a wasp, and we both need a wee. So we're going to have to stop 20 minutes down the road to go for a wee now. What a bloody nightmare journey. Bought some food. Because that's how we roll, isn't it? Yeah. And then both me and Mum needed a wee. There were no toilets at Mole Valley. So we lasted longer than we thought we would, but we made it to Reading services. And we've still got 2 hours to go, so we're having a little rest stop for a wee minute here. Look at how beautiful he is. I'm going to give him some water. And then we'll get going again. Bless him. Poor little bean, aren't ya? He's like, no. M25. We made it. Oh my God. That was... I don't even know how many... We left at 2. We've got here at 6:30. We had a bit of a stop in between. That poor boy. Most of it was on the M25. We are in, eating food we had to buy on the way. Basically, Lube, you've got a takeaway. How many horses can say that? But yeah, nice big stable, which is lovely. Neighbour, he's also in our section, and from Siren Sister, which is quite nice. Also got stuck in the traffic on the M25. But yeah, the yard's really... Oh God, that was a transition. The yard's really nice. Little yard. Over there is the event. Oh, that's... Can you eat with your mouth closed? I really don't want to wear it. Currently... Disgusting. Just gross. Just gross. You can have that back. Eat that off the floor. We finally sat down. Gonna have some food. Doggos are all hopeful. Louis is in his stable. All is calm. That was so stressful getting down here, wasn't it?
It's a shame because it could have been a bit more time. We could have relaxed a bit.
Just wild. It was an assault on the senses. Let's just say that. Transformed Laurie into nice sleeping space, complete with champagne bottles and fairy lights. You okay? Are you okay? You coping? He said, no, I'm not coping. What have you? Oh, he got some poops in there and everything. Still got some hay. Oh, darling. Everyone survived the night, so that is good. It was definitely better this time. It was a little on the hard side, but it was fine. So, gonna go feed Lou Bear, pick up some poo, and then we're gonna go walk the course. Lou Bear also survived the night. A little on the wired side, but he did at least have a little lie down, so that's all right. Just staying with him whilst he eats his poo. Oh wow. Oh God. Just staying with him while he eats his breakfast.
picking up some poo. Because some of the other horses have gone and he gets a bit funny, don't ya? Take your bandages off too. We're right next door, so we've come through a gate just through there. We're right next door. We're just off to walk the cross-country course. It's over there, and then it heads on off up the hill. Oh, you can't see anything. Course is walked. When that sun comes out, it's warm. It's going to sap his energy a little bit, which is not ideal. It is quite a galloping track. There's nothing that we've not jumped before. There's a few things that I've got to jump through hedges and stuff like that, so I will have to keep my leg on there because he hasn't really jumped through many hedges, so he always comes round to them like, I don't understand, these keep me in. So gonna have to just make sure I've got my leg on there and everything. I've got my minute markers because I downloaded the cross country app, so it's got it all on there, which is fab. So I know where I need to be at what time, but it's quite nice because where I've been doing hundreds, and obviously I got this qualification at my first event, so where I've been doing hundreds all year, I've got to these jumps, and to be fair, it is a small 90, but yeah, I was looking at this jump like, oh, I like this, but I need to not get complacent, because complacency is when the mistakes creep in and stuff like that. So just make sure I'm not complacent and I ride every fence like I need to ride every fence, and we should be off and away. I'm just going to give him some grass while we have some breakfast, because he's got himself all in a tin in the stable. We have calmed a bit now. We came out here, head was high, eating was very erratic. Now we're having a little mooch. Oh, he wants to go and see the horses. You can't go see the horses, they're not your friends. He wants to go see those two. But his chewing has definitely calmed down a little bit. Darling, we're going to hit the end of the field in a second. Bless his cottons. He gets himself so wound up. Unless you're with him, and then he's like, okay, life is good. Look at that big old heavy horse. Oh, kitty. For a championship test, there are two judges, one at E and one at C. So I have comments from both of them, and I will try and read out the comments from both, but it might not work, so we'll see how we go. Enter at working trot, proceed down the centre line without halting. C, track left. First judge, 7, fair entry. Second judge, tight in the mouth, 7. I mean, at least they were on the same wavelength. And then we come down. S, circle 15 metres in diameter at working trot. First judge, 7, no comments. Second judge, 7.5, more suppleness through the back. SP, change the rein across the diagonal with a transition to walk for 4 to 5 steps, and then proceed again in working trot. We got a 6.5 from the first judge, little more fluency, and an 8 from the second judge. We like the second judge. And then PFAKV working trot. We got 7 from the first judge with no comment, and 8 from the second judge. Then we go V, circle right 15 metres, again 7 from the first, 7.5 from the second with more supple bend. VR, which is change the rein across the diagonal with transitions to walk for 4 to 5 steps again. I got a 6.5 from the first judge, obedient but a little more fluency. And then I got an 8 from the second judge. RM, working trot, M, transition to medium walk, 7 from the first judge, obedient, and 7 from the second judge, tightening in the back. MCH, medium walk, 6.5 first judge, steps a little tight, 7 from the second judge, more freedom. Half 20 metre circle to M, free walk on a long rein, retake the rein. 6.5 better steps and a stretch shown but drop behind the bit. And the second one said 6.5, take the neck forward. Between M and C, transition to trot. Between C and H, transition to canter. 7 from the first judge, obedient. 7 from the second judge, no comment. E, 20 metre circle, give and retake the rein on the second half of the circle when crossing the centre line. 7 for the first, balanced. 6.5 from the second, saying lost some balance. E, V, working canter. V, half circle left, 15 metres, returning to the track with a transition to working trot just before S. 7 from the first judge and obedient. 7 from the second judge, keep the forward flow in the downwards transition. SHC, working trot, between C and M, transition to working canter right. I got from the first judge 7 obedient and a 7 from the second judge. And then circle right 20 metres, give and retake the rein, second half of the circle. 7 from the first judge and 6 from the second judge, no give and retake shown. As you can see, I do give and retake, but I don't think she could see. B, P, working canter right. P, half circle right, 15 metres, returning to the track, transition to working trot just before R. 7 from the first judge, obedient. 7 from the second judge, tightening in the frame through the transition. And then R, M, C, H, S, working trot. S, half circle left, 10 metres diameter. I, G, working trot. And G, halt, salute. Oh, that's all one. That is all one mark. 6.5, a little unbalanced into the halt from the first judge. And a 6.5, immobility not established before halt from the second judge. So the first judge at C gave me 30.3 and the second judge at E gave me 29. For the show jumping, they were trying to run to time, which didn't work for me because I was so far away getting rechanged and ready for jumping. It took us quite a long time. So we missed our time. So it was a bit frantic, but he warmed up really well, although I was riding quite defensively. So I came in and I said to myself, got to ride forward, which I didn't do too badly on. It is a bit of a messy round because when I get passionate about jumping, I tend to throw my body around, which ultimately doesn't help anything at all. If anything, it makes the poles come down easier. But he really did help me out a lot of this. We've still got a lot to work on our show jumping with like straightness and keeping everything underneath us. But I was very pleased and very relieved to get around this. Mum's probably at the wrong angle, but as I come round to the last, I think I was on quite a long one. But I just asked him to go for me, bless him. So lots of pats and clear show jumping onto the cross country. I can safely say Equirail is the best thing I've
bloody love watching these back. Not only from like a reliving the kind of moment thing, but also actually from an educational point of view, because I come up to this and I'm not going forward enough, and he puts in a silly jump because he lost momentum through. So I know that I need to, as I'm coming to hedges, ride him stronger. So this cross country round, I was loving it. The course, because I've been doing hundreds all season, like I said earlier, it looked quite small, so it was quite refreshingly fun to be not terrified of everything around the course. This one was the only one I was a bit like, oh god, I'm really gonna have to ride there, but as you see, he goes through it fine. So I thought that I was going to be well below time, or I was going to have time faults, but I got to literally this point, and then I look at my watch and actually I'm a minute up. So after the water, where I'm supposed to be like have a minute to go, I had like 2 minutes to go, and you see me after the water very much take a relaxed canter home, because I needed to lose a minute, and obviously Louis had been going pretty quick over the first half of the course, but as you can see my canter slows right down and everything gets quite relaxed. So we are now heading back down to the main arenas and the finish of the course. So this is the latter part of the course, and I feel like actually a lot of this jumped quite nicely on the way back, because I was like, wow, I'm not having to like really put the pressure on and stuff like that. So yeah, we just had a kind of lovely time, and I come to this bit, and this is like the field before last. I think I needed a little bit more momentum there. And there's a photo of me which I'll put at the end of this. There's a photo of me and I'm laughing so much because I'm literally doing a collected canter, having the time of our lives, just having the best time. And you can see me look at the watch here as I come over the last jump, and I think I was a second under time, so I had managed to lose the minute. And yeah, got real close to the optimum time. Again, many pats for the boy, and a little plug for Equi Reel.
You have been a very good boy. It has been a bit intense, also. But what a dude. I was so up on my time cross country. I had to waste a minute off. Which has never happened to us before. What a boy. He is a good man. Don't stand on me. He's like, oh my god. That was intense. Jesus. So, did my dressage, and then we're like 10-minute walk away, and then went back down to my show jumping. Was a little bit late for that because they were still trying to run in time order, which doesn't always go very well. Where are you going? And then came back, quick change around, and then cross country. I literally, like, the change around times in between has been, well, non-existent. So headed back to cross country. It tipped it down whilst I was warming up, which was great fun. And then yeah, really good, clear, double clear. So really pleased. Some of it was not the prettiest, but we made it. So I'm just trying to get some signal to see what where I stand, what I'm doing. So yeah, fingers crossed. Everyone pray for me. Tell you what, shows you what a good cool box and a good few cool packs can do. they keep like not announcing the results. So they've announced the results for section A, but there was one girl missing in section B, so they haven't announced those results. She's finally turned up and gone round, or going round, but I can't get any internet on my phone, so I can't check the scores. And someone has just texted me, but I don't know who it is or what they've said, because I kind of don't want to know yet. So back to, I'm really pleased with these call booths. I mean, they went in the call box yesterday. Darling, no. Yesterday, and they're still cold today. And these were a bit frozen still. So that was good. This is super tense. So I've come fourth, but we don't know whether there's 39 people in the section. We don't know whether first to fourth is top 10% or first to third is top 10%. So we're just trying to find out. God, talking about on the edge of my bloody seat. Bit of a mad rush, but we are back en route. And if sat-nav ever decides to work, then we will know if we're going to get stuck on the M25 again. But fingers crossed we will not. And excitingly, we have come fourth, and there are 39 people in our section, but I'm not 100% sure whether we've qualified or not. So watch this space. But yeah, now to get the poor boy home. It's been a very long couple of days for him, and hopefully it will not take us 5 hours to get back. We made it home. I am pleased to report that the M25 was not horrific and Birdlip Hill was not closed. Can I just say a special shout out to Mum? She has been amazing. And the point where I went to do my cross country, there was a huge downpour and poor Mum got soaked. So she's been very, very good, and we love her lots and lots and lots. We only went and bloody done it, didn't we? Badminton, here we come.